The reason why these things have actually gotten so complicated, I don't know if Barrister is going to help us in this case. I want to know, why is it as a Cameroonian, I have a birth certificate with a judgment that came from the court. I want to go and make an ID card. At the same time, I still need to go and make a nationality. Where is that done, and why is that supposed to be done? Because I need to go to the court of first instance to make a nationality. Why should that be happening in Cameroon? And those are some of the things that we see as those bottlenecks that are happening. I have a national, my birth certificate came with a judgment that already should make me a Cameroonian. Then at the same time, I need to go through the court again to make a nationality, to establish an ID card. That is also a problem. And so before Barrister answer that question, to help us, I actually wanted to say, Mr. Leo, Cameroon is in the state it is today because some individuals have decided to maintain us in that particular place. People are struggling to make progress. Others are looking for ways to milk the people, to feed fat from them, and that is why our system remains stagnant. We are struggling to progress. Some individuals are puncturing the progress, and so we remain in one position. So Cameroon needs to get to a place where the New Deal gets operational, where there is rigor and moralization. It needs to be practical. This idea of government tolerance, administrative tolerance, has destroyed Cameroon to an extent, because individuals feel like they should do anything and they'll go free, and that is what is happening. That's what is causing somebody to choose and say, to sit and say, okay, if I take money from these people, nobody is going to ask me. But if rigor and moralization is in play, not administrative tolerance, a lot of these persons will not exist, because they will be in prisons as we are talking. Some of them would have been sanctioned, and others will be afraid to do the same thing. But I want to come back and think that when the president made mention of the fact that any individual at any level who is involved in this kind of lay activities or corrupt activities will pay for it, we are supposed to not just see that word, in fact hear that word and it is repeated. We want to see different strategies that are put in place to make sure that those words are realized.
Okay,
that will be a means, Mr.
To the end of today's edition. Yeah, you have something?
Yeah, what we are saying, we are equally ready. We have a problem with nationality in Cameroon. 1968 law is still posing a lot of threat, that once you are born in Cameroon, you are supposed to be a Cameroonian. So we equally find these foreign children born by foreign parents in Cameroon, whose ID card is not still equally available. They are still forced to get into resident permit. The law stipulates that once you are born in Cameroon, you are considered a Cameroonian, except you have to prove the contrary, especially for those who have been measured. A student who was born, a child that was born by Ghanaian, Senegalese, or Nigerian parents in Cameroon and is up to 18 schooling in Cameroon, still need to prove a resident permit to live in Cameroon. So we need to, at times the law is the law. In fact, some people, we are told that dura lex sed lex, that once it is the law, we have to respect it, no matter whether you are finding it painful. Yes, you might have not loved Nigerians to have Cameroonian national identity card, but once they are born in Cameroon, let's do it favor and issue the official document. For the period they are here, they might have proved Cameroonian. Identification remains first by the birth certificate. And so, like I wanted just to correct, you don't need nationality now to establish. No, I said now, it is not the case again. Instead. I said, please take your birth certificate to the police station now with your 2,800. You have those things.
You will never have.
That was what you had as of last year before the new period.
Okay.
No, but let me make a point of correction here.
That's what we made this year.
Children born in Cameroon, normally you're supposed to have a right to Cameroon. You have a right to Cameroon nationality. But as a child,
cannot
it
decide.
is presumed that the child nationality follows that of the parents, because you as a child you can't have. So you should understand that little difference.
Twist.
And on top of that, it is for you now when you become a major at 21 years. I say, look, I want to stay Cameroonian. There you are talking as a right and nobody can challenge you. But as you're a minor and your parents are not Cameroonians, you cannot be a Cameroonian until the day you become a major.
Is it particular to Cameroon or in other countries?
No, we talk about law in Cameroon. You put it like this state law.
Ah.
Which means that your parents never assume Cameroonian nationality. Despite the fact that they're foreigners, you, the child, cannot be a Cameroonian.
No, what we are saying
Yes, because you, the child, you follow your parents' nationality. But the day you become a major, you have to say, oh, I'm not Nigerian longer, I am Cameroonian, it is your right, and nobody will stop you. Even your parents can no longer stop you.
So, Barrister, I was talking on this issue because though you are saying that that's not what is happening, but in Cameroon, right now, to do these new ID cards, before you are given this new ID card, you need to go through the court of first instance to make a nationality that will accompany your birth certificate.
It's a legal nationality. They call it a legal nationality.
So,
which is okay. That's why it clarifies the position of a minor whose parents are foreign.
what about the
So
news?
when once now, that's why once now you become 21-year-old, a Cameroonian, you are born in Cameroon, your birth certificate has to attest to that. You have a right to single nationality. We are now 21. You now decide on
What's
your
the
own.
logic behind the expiration of ID cards?
Well,
What could be the logic?
it is government policy. That after every a certain period of time, we should
change it.
change the identity, recheck or control the identification.
Okay.
Because there are people, you might be here, there's somebody has the same number like you, and they didn't like you, operating and doing funny things without your knowledge. One day you find yourself in problems. So we need that delay so that we can catch up and see how we can control those things as it comes up. You know, government policy is government policy.
Mr. Liu, there is a system of self-interest that sinks deep in the veins of those in control or in the government, such that any attempt to jeopardize this is blocked. We can't accept any technology that blocks our route to interest, and even if we do, there must be limits. This is the thought and takes. What technology is there in making ID cards that is difficult? Mr. Liu, Cameroonians in the diaspora with very high technology can't be accepted here in the country. Better the contract is given to a foreign producer for 3 billion francs and get 20% than giving to a Cameroonian with just 500,000 francs bribe. Okay.
If we can give 1,000, why not the 20% too?
Okay.
It's our mentality.
Yeah, we want to say we have come to the end of this program. We hope that we get more facts to explain to our audience on what is actually happening behind the scenes with the production of ID cards. Also, we hope that the situation of our roads are looked into, and especially the electricity situation.
Electricity
Very
and water,
difficult.
eh?
Yes, electricity and water.
Water.
Very difficult to sleep, especially in Douala without
Light.
electricity.
I don't
Yes,
sleep.
it's like you are in a semi-hell. Yes, thank you for coming, Barrister.
Well, the pleasure has always been mine to be here. Thank you again for inviting me. But I want to reassure Cameroonians that Camwatana has a manager who's futurist, who's looking into the future and strong to make things look better. If you notice, since he came, he's been moving around, to cross-check the problems to see how best he can do to solve them. I happen to have seen him on one of the occasions. It's called, I think, Mr. Blaise. It's called Blaise something. But I know, seeing him on the ground, it's my first time seeing a general manager of Camwata coming to the quartier to check why there's these big tanks are not working.
No.
It never used to be like, we've never seen that before. But I believe that this guy has a different vision and he will do better when it comes to water. For energy, I still strongly believe in those other parastatals the government has created to see if we can grab as much as we can
All right.
the powers that we're giving to NU.
Okay, thank you for coming, Dr. Achu.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine. I want the head of state at least. I don't know if in 2025 it's going to be there, but if it needs to make Cameroon proud, there is a need for continuous and sufficient energy in Cameroon. Energy is a push factor for any industrial development. If the government can make it a priority, that by 2024 we have continuous electricity, and that even those who are in Yokaduma, they might follow elections and go on successfully without any power cuts.
Okay, thank you too for coming, Prof. So, Mike.
The pleasure has always been mine, Mr. Leo. I want to greet my family back at home, and I want to extend my congratulations to some friends who actually realized a great project. I might not call it now, but they know.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Desmond and Eli for production. Dabi Tambe Brian for supervision. We are very grateful for your continuous support to all that we are doing out here at My Media Prime. Just to note that we are going to be covering the mountain race live from Boya, city of legendary hospitality. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Welcome to a new world of TV broadcasting. My Media Prime. News, discovery, culture, sports, entertainment. A BT Media Group channel with slogan, The African Eye. My Media Prime.